No. Vote no.
Here in Brisbane, suspended Australian doctor William Bay is campaigning against an upcoming vote to recognise the country's first inhabitants. The referendum would also enshrine an Indigenous advisory body in Australia's constitution. Bay is one of dozens of agitators who opposed Australia's COVID response, building big audiences online, and who have now set their sights on undermining the body, commonly known as The Voice, according to analysis from independent fact-checkers.
This voice will be giving representations, which is advice, to the Parliament and to the Executive. Thus, they will become the most powerful body in Australia.
Bay lost his medical licence in 2022 after protesting against COVID-19 vaccines. In a speech posted on Facebook in August, he likened the proposal to bring the voice to Parliament to a 1933 German law that, quote, turned Hitler into the Führer. Many of the anti-voice campaigners' claims bear little resemblance to the proposal Australians will vote on, which is to establish a body called the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Voice to provide non-binding advice to lawmakers on matters concerning Indigenous Australians. Among the group's followers is Barbie Young, who believes the proposal is deceptive.
People will vote yes, thinking they're doing something for the Indigenous, where in fact they're taking away the rights of the Indigenous people.
Polls show support for the voice has already slumped from about 2/3 in April to less than 40% this month. Analysts say the decline is partly coming from other factors, including lack of bipartisan support, uncertainty about the voice's scope, and a lackluster Yes campaign. But several experts also told Reuters the spread of falsehoods is playing an outsized role.
We've been seeing so much misinformation and disinformation about the voice on social media to the extent where we think it's really polluting the discourse around it.
Ed Coper, director of communications agency Populares, says part of the problem is that this is a whole new topic for people to think about.
They're being asked to form their opinion. Now, how do people do that? They go online, they go to social media and say, what do my friends think? What do peers think? And that's the information that they're seeing that is false in many occasions, and that's having a very negative impact on this debate.
William Bay denies spreading misinformation, saying he considers his claims accurate. But the Yes campaign accuses the No camp of spreading falsehoods on purpose as part of its strategy. Yes 23 spokesperson Jade Ritchie.
When we talk about reconciliation, to be recognised in the law book, the biggest book of this country, is really important to us. And the voice to Parliament itself is simply an advisory body. So, to claim anything else or to be scared about it taking your backyard or whatever, an advisory body cannot do that.
A spokesperson for Advance Australia, which is coordinating the No campaign, told Reuters that there were, quote, tens of thousands of hats and T-shirts out there and we're not responsible for what people say while they're wearing them. The voice was proposed by Aboriginal leaders in 2017 as a step toward healing a national wound dating back to colonisation. Unlike Canada, the US and New Zealand, Australia has no treaty with its Indigenous people, who make up about 3.2% of its population and lag behind in national averages on socio-economic measures.